So we're a nonprofit company called Worthy Works, and our nonprofit includes several STEM and other courses and activities, mainly circling around coding and other tech-related areas. We take our knowledge and use it to show other kids out there that they can also learn and have fun while they're at it. I am Arnav, the first mentor.
I'm Devansh, the second mentor.
And I'm Sid, the third mentor.
Okay. So a lot of you might not even know what Java is. So Java is a professional object-oriented programming language. I'll explain what object-oriented means. And it was introduced in 1996, in which software, websites, animations, and games are created. Some of the more popular games and companies that use Java include Minecraft, Tetris, Facebook, Google, and even Uber. All of these companies use Java to improve their user experience, meaning like when people use their apps and all, it's like really easy because of Java. And the software is very user-friendly and easy to work with. And Java shares many similar aspects with programming languages such as Python and C++. So if you do have past experience, it'll be a bit easier for you because you know like the basics. So here are the key advantages of Java. So unlike several other coding languages, Java has major advantages when it comes to easily and correctly executing code. For one thing, Java IDEs, meaning editors, so that's where you write your code, have a very advanced problem detecting system, which means that if you have errors in your code, Java will not only be able to quickly and easily detect them, but also be able to fix them. So like, let's say you mess up on something, Java will actually give you a suggestion and can even like fix your code just by you clicking it. So it's user-friendly, it points out errors that could mess up the program, and it's just a great programming language for beginners being introduced into the world of code. So here's our plan. So today is day one. Remember, this is like a weekend course, so every weekend we're gonna have one class. Today we won't be able to cover that much in terms of code because the installation does take a bit of time, but we will get to hello world. Yeah.
Excuse me. When are we going to do input?
So input is like that's used in Python, but Java has a similar things. It has like scanner. We'll explain that. We're gonna actually be using that. So that's good for bringing that up. That'll be like around day 2 or day 3. We're gonna use those in both days, but not today. So we're just going to install Java today, our editor, and code a simple hello world program. On our second day, we're going to have basically like for loops, while loops, if statements, as Shri said, like inputs, but that's not what they're called in Java. They're called like, it's like a scanner. And on day 3, we're actually going to be using what we learned to create our first like game. And that's going to be like a number guessing game. So today we're just going to focus on installing our software, basically knowing what packages, classes, objects are, and creating new projects and a hello world program. So at this point, we're going to be breaking into breakout rooms so that it's just easier to manage all the kids. One mentor can take an equal amount of kids. And just so you guys know, I'll actually do this right now. We have a classroom. So in case you haven't joined it, I'll post the link right now in the chat. Invite link. You won't be able to join if you have a school email, but for everyone that has like a home email, here's the link to the classroom joining. So so if anyone needs to join, just like raise your hand and tell us and we'll wait for you. But if everyone's already in, we can move on. So is there anyone that needs to join? You can just raise your hand or shout out.
Can you please repeat that?
Okay, so some of you might not have our Google Classroom. So in case, well, you need that for our future classes, I posted the join link in the chat. So you can click that and then join the classroom if you haven't joined it already. Okay. Right now there are 19 students in the classroom. I think
But
most
can
of-
I join?
yeah, you can join the classroom. If you need help, anyone can just call out and share their screen if they want.
I already have the classes.
Okay, that's perfect. Then you don't need to worry about it. Okay. We can go into breakout rooms now and start the installation. A lot of you are going in and out. So this is why we're actually going to have we have our slides posted on a PDF there in our classroom. And we also have a recording just in case you missed anything.
So should we join the breakout rooms? I'm sorry, your voice kind of cut out.
Yeah, if you got an invite, you can join.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't get any invite.
Yeah, some people are still getting it. The rooms are still being assigned. If you don't get an invite at the end, I'll go and check it out. Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Okay, so I'll go ahead and get started with the setup. Let me share my screen. Okay, so for this setup, you need like a Windows 10 PC. If you have MacBook, it will work, but I don't know how to, we don't know the instructions for MacBook and we don't have them in here. So that's why like a Windows 10 PC is recommended. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do in your Windows search or in your Google Chrome or whatever as a search engine you use, you're gonna type in Java JDK download, and you're gonna click like the first link that appears, which is the Java SE downloads. Once everyone is there, they can give me like a thumbs up or tell me that you're there so that I know when to move on. Okay, I see Sahil has got it. I won't spend more than a few minutes on each slide because this is a bit of a longer download than like other like languages. So I'm gonna move on in 1 minute. You can always catch up using the slides in our classroom. Okay, I see Joy is done. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So once you've seen this link over here, right, you're gonna be brought to this kind of a page, and make sure you click JDK download over here. It's highlighted on my screen. Okay, I see Sahil is done again. I'll spend a minute on this. Shouldn't take more than a few seconds. Remember, you can always refer back to the slides. Okay, once you click that, you're going to be brought to a page like this. If you have so if you have a Windows 10 PC, like, and it's 64-bit, which most of them are, you're just going to click this highlighted download over here, JDK, and then whatever's underlined over here. To check actually which one you have, whether you have 64 or 32-bit, I'm actually going to scroll down a few slides, and over here, so you're just going to type in processor info in your Windows search bar. So you're going to type in processor, view processor info, right? And then it'll bring you to this type of a page. If it's a 64-bit operating system, you're perfectly fine. And it's usually going to only appear 64-bit, but if you have 32, you might get a 32-bit. But you're just going to download this over here. Okay, I see Sahil is done. And we can move on. So once you've clicked that, you have to accept the Oracle Technology Network License Agreement. You can just click accept, it's safe, and then you can click download. So depending on your internet, this might take a while. When this is done, I just all want you to like raise your hand. Okay, see Joy and Sahil are done. Pranav, do you have any difficulties or are you good? Looks like he's not here. Rahi, are you good? Okay, she's good too. Okay. So once you have this downloaded, you're gonna go to the arrow over here and just click open. It's gonna bring up this pop-up and you're gonna click open. So now when it brings you to this, you're not gonna like zoom. What you're gonna do is just select yes. You wanted to make changes on your device. For anyone joining late, we're doing the installation right now. You can follow along on the slides. We're not that far in right now. Once you click yes over here, you're going to be brought to this page. This is the Java SE Development Kit download. You're just going to click next. You can also change the location where it's downloaded, but usually the default location is okay. So you don't need to worry about that. Okay, and then once you click next, it's going to load in and download. Okay. I'll just give everyone a minute. If anyone's having trouble, you can just tell me and you can share your screen. Okay, most of you should be done with this part by now. So you're going to be here and you're just going to click on close. So you're done downloading the basically what allows you to run Java. Now you need an editor so that like you can code. So you're going to search up IntelliJ download in your Chrome search bar and click the first link that appears. Download IntelliJ IDEA. It should be by JetBrains. Okay, you see that Joy is done. Sahil is done. Okay, perfect. That's good. And we'll move on. You're going to click that, and this will actually appear in the bottom right hand of your screen. It won't be this entire thing, but in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, it might take a while to appear. You're going to click yes, I agree to the cookies. If it doesn't appear, it might not appear in some circumstances. It should work fine without it, but in case it does, you want to click yes. It's probably going to appear like 5 to 10 seconds after you open the website in the bottom right. Okay, Sahil is done. Rahi is done. Okay. Once you've gotten this, you're just gonna click yes, and then you're gonna have a screen like this, and you're gonna click download for community. This ultimate is not free; it's for like professional coders, but we're just gonna do community because it's free and easier to use. You're gonna click on the download. Once you do that, it's gonna appear in the bottom left of your screen. Now this is a kind of like a bigger file. So I'm going to give everyone like 2-3 minutes to download it. Okay. In the meantime, those who are done can just wait. You probably shouldn't go ahead if you're done because you might encounter errors and then I'll be helping other people. So just stick to where we are. I'll give everyone until 6:25 for this. Okay. Remember, you can also type anything on the chat if you have missed something or want to ask a question. Okay. I'll give you about 30 more seconds for this and then I'll move on. Okay. At this point, everyone should be done. In case it's not, we're just going to move on. You can catch up using the slides. Okay. After this, you're just going to click open, similar to how we did before, using this arrow. And then you're going to be brought to this page. It's going to say, welcome to IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition Setup. And you're just going to click next in the bottom right hand corner. It should be high, it should have a blue rim around it. Okay. Sahil is done. Okay. Once you click next, it's going to bring you to this page. And basically, over here, there's not much you need to do. But let's say you do want to change where it's installing, you can do that using browse. But each one of your folders is different, so I can't tell you where you want to install it. Usually, as I said before, like the default location is fine. You can just click next from here. Okay, so this is where you need to pay attention. So over here, you're gonna select add launchers to path. That's one thing you must do. You also must have add open folder as project. Now, for this 62-bit and 32-bit launcher, so I know most of you probably have 64-bit machines because that's more modern nowadays, but this is how I told you before to check if you have a 32-bit. You're simply gonna go to your Windows search bar and type in view processor info. You're gonna click enter, and then it's just gonna bring you to a slide like this, or a screen like this. As you can see, it shows my type of operating system. So it's 64-bit over here. So that is what you're gonna, so if you have 64-bit, you'll select this. And if you have 32-bit, you'll select this. You don't need to select any of these, click create associations. You can just click next. Once you do that, you're going to be brought here. Just click install, make sure it has JetBrains up here. You can type that in or look for it by scrolling through. But you have to have JetBrains over here. And then you're just going to click install. It might take a while for this to install. I'll give you another few minutes for this. So you guys can wait for this to install. And then once you're done, you can just tell me. Remember, if anyone's having issues, you need to tell me because otherwise you won't be able to code anything. Yeah, in case you're like cutting out a lot also, you can email me after class in case you have any questions, or like you can ask your parents for help. So our email is listed in our classroom. You can email me or the WorthyWorks email in there. I'll give everyone until about, let's see. I'll give everyone until 6:30 for this because it does take a while to install. Okay. Okay. If anyone's done, they can just raise their virtual hand. Okay, perfect. I'll stay on this page. For those who need it, you can keep installing, but I'm gonna move on now. You're gonna be brought to this page. So this is really important. Everyone actually pay attention now, whether you're installing or not, or whatever you're doing. But once you get to this page, you need to reboot your computer, okay? And then you need to rejoin the Zoom again. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna click, I want to manually reboot later. And as soon as you do that, make sure you shut down your PC and reboot it again. Or you can just click restart. or else Java will not work on your PC. And make sure to join the Zoom meeting again. So once you're ready, you can reboot your computer and you can join back. And if you guys don't mind, can you like tell me which step you're on or like where you are so that I know like what pace I should be going at? You can put in the chat or say something. Yes, Joy, you can
I have a
speak.
question. Basically, I didn't have to reboot. I could just manually, for some reason, it said that it got installed. I didn't have two options. I forgot what it said, but there was only one option, and I had to click that and click finish, and it started without rebooting. So now I'm in the page where it says license activation, where there's a username and email and password.
Let me. Can you share your screen on what you're on? I just want to see.
Okay, sure. Give me a second.
Yeah, thank you. I'll stop my share.
So this is Java, and then here is the license activation. Can I close the Java?
Yeah, you can close that.
And then I have the license activation.
Are you on Windows 11? Or Windows 10?
What do I have to search up again?
That won't actually appear there, but you can type in view processor info because I think you might be on Windows 11. Yeah. It was there before. You can backspace. Yeah, right there.
It's on the other one. That's okay.
Okay.
Windows 11 Pro.
Oh, okay, so this is Windows 11. I wasn't brought to that page when I was doing it, but I haven't worked with Windows 11. I haven't updated yet.
But is this the page that you're supposed to go to?
I mean, yeah, this is fine, but I haven't been to the username and password that page. So, did you download the community edition or the other one?
I have actually two, I think. So I actually have this other one. It's the educational edition. This was like before in the past. I had this, and I have this one. I don't think I got the I think I got the community one because I clicked on all the links that you told me to, and I didn't go to any other page. So, and I double checked that it was the community one. So it should probably be the community one.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go figure this out.
Should I stop sharing?
Yeah. Okay. So why don't you like uninstall IntelliJ and like try the steps again? Because that's usually for it. If that happens, it usually means like you have like a professional account, like that you usually have to pay for. You need an account, but I don't think I don't think it was installed correctly, so you can try and uninstall it and reinstall it.
Okay.
Um, okay, that's good.
Just the intelligent part, right? Not the Java.
Yeah, the Java JDK doesn't matter.
So now I have, there is, okay. So should I share my screen again quickly to show you which I'm installing?
Yeah,
I have to first uninstall, so I just need a minute to do that. So, can you see my screen?
yeah.
Okay, so basically I clicked this link, and I clicked download here. And this is the one, basically, just this one. And
Did it not? Okay. Wait, can you go back to that Google page? It says, oh, that wasn't the link you were supposed to click. You were supposed to, yeah, this one. And then you click download for community. Okay, that's why. That's your error. So you have to click this one and then the setup.
okay, and how do I okay, I got it. So just
Okay,
okay, thank you.
you're welcome. For everyone, okay, I think a few people left because they needed to restart. I will go ahead and I'll just wait for them. I'll wait until 6:40, but we are running a bit short on time. We have 20 minutes left, but that's okay. I'll wait until 6:40 for everyone to reboot their computer, and then we'll get started. You can always catch up. All the notes are also on the slides, and you can also email us.
Quickly, I just wanted to double check because it's asking me to uninstall something. So I just wanted to check whether if this is the right thing to uninstall.
Okay, so it says we'll be, so are you uninstalling the old one?
Yeah, both of
Do you know if there's any important information on that? Like that, like maybe your other family members use, because I don't want you to delete anything like that.
this one, right? Let me just check the first. Oh yeah, there is actually. Um, there is this one which is the education one, and I don't want to uninstall this. So
Yeah, you're running Python on this right now because I can see like main.py.
correct. So now this is.
You probably shouldn't uninstall that. Did this come up when you were, yeah, I don't think you need to uninstall it. That's okay. You just go with what like the directions say. You don't need to uninstall anything you previously had.
Okay, so can I just use this one, this version?
That has Python on it, so it won't work.
Okay, so
Okay, so
I
go to
don't
your
have to-
phone. You can cancel that. Don't uninstall anything.
choose installation.
And this is IntelliJ. Yeah, that's good. That's perfect. And then it's not empty. Select a folder. You can like make a folder.
Make a new one, right? So
Yeah. You should probably put it in your Windows C drive.
Java. Java. This is Java for IntelliJ. And by the way, when does this class end?
It ends at 7
Okay.
7 p.m.
Work next. And so
you can add it to the folder to path, add the path one. Yeah, that's perfect. You can do open folder as project.
so all
And you don't need to create the desktop shortcut. If you want, you can. And don't do any create associations. So remove that. Okay, perfect. Now you can click next. Okay, that's good. Now you're on the right track.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm gonna start with the. I'm gonna start with the. I'm gonna continue because we don't have much time left, but you can always look back if you missed anything. So once you've rebooted, so I think Sahil has rebooted, correct? And Rahi, right? Yeah. So once you have rebooted, an icon might be created. If not, you're just gonna type in IntelliJ over here, right? And you're gonna click that. But you're gonna click that, and you're gonna open IntelliJ, and then you're gonna be brought to like this JetBrains private policy. You should check the confirm that I have read and accept terms of this user agreement, and then click continue. Once you do that, it's going to bring you to data sharing. Just click don't send. Now this is a theme you can choose. I personally choose dark theme. It's just a bit easier to work with. You can choose light if you want, but we're going to be using dark. So if you want to make it easier for yourself, you can just choose dark. You can always change this later as well.
Which option do I click again? Reboot now or manually reboot later?
You can, it doesn't matter, but if you click reboot later, just when you X out of the Zoom meeting and reboot your computer.
Okay.
Okay. So now that we are here, once everyone has selected a theme, you're going to be brought to something like this. So I have a lot of projects here already, but this is essentially what your screen will look like. I'm going to open my editor. So this is what yours will probably look like, correct? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. So what you're gonna do is just click new project, assuming that you guys don't have any projects yet. And what you're gonna do is click next. You don't need to click anything here. Don't click Groovy or Kotlin. Just click next. Create project from template, click that. Then click next again. And this is where we're gonna name our project. So yes, Joy, you have a question?
Yeah, sorry for disturbing, but I don't know where my my app went. I tried searching it up, but since there were two versions already, one which I didn't uninstall and one which was the one which was used for Python, I can't find the other one. I said reboot later. So
If you clicked reboot later, you need to turn off your PC and turn it on again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And then just, yeah, okay. So now we have, so we're going to be using the same project for our entire course over these 2 days. You can name it Java course, and that's what I'm going to be naming it right now. And you're going to have your base package as com.learn. That's just for convenience purposes, because that's what that's what I'm going to be using, and the other mentors as well. So com.learn is just what the base package we're going to be using. I'm going to explain what this package means, the name, I'm going to explain what all of that means. But once you're there, you're just going to click finish. Just here. And then you're going to be brought to a page like this. Now, before we even do anything here, I just want to quickly explain what packages, classes, objects, and methods are. So put this in present mode. Okay, so the first thing we have are packages. So a package is like a group of similar and related classes and interfaces that can be imported or even created by the user. So the packages are kind of like a folder, all right? They don't do anything except contain other classes. So packages, they just have classes in them. Now, what's a class? So a class is basically like a prototype or a blueprint that allows the creation of objects. Okay, so now what are objects? So you can see where this is going. This is kind of like a chain. Objects, right, which are stored inside specific classes. Objects are what allow code to run and perform the tasks you want. Objects have like the correct code needed to execute the program so that your project can work. And then methods, which are from objects. Methods are basically just the line of code that is run. So a package contains classes. Classes contain objects. Objects are basically what allow the program to run. And methods are the actual line of code that are run when called by the user. When you call something, it just means to run the program. You'll get more used to this later. Right now, it might seem a bit confusing, but I'll explain to you in a simple Hello World program. So we have 13 minutes, so I'll have to go through this a bit quickly, but anyway, but still you should be able to like understand what I'm saying. If you don't, you can ask any questions. You can email me after class. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But here's what we're gonna do right now. So once we're in our program, right? First, we have our main.java over here, right? This is our class name, okay? We can make more of these. So like, let's extend this Java course folder over here. Then there's this blue folder over here called src, that's source. You're gonna extend this, and we have our base package com.learn. Every program has a base package, and then we have our project name is main.java. Well, we don't want it to be main. That's what that's what this editor does by default. So this is what you're gonna do to fix that. You're gonna
Excuse me?
right click. Yeah.
I need to be put into my breakout room.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
sorry. Here, I'll do
It was
that.
with Devansh.
Okay.
I
Got
was
it.
with Sid.
You were with Siddharth,
Yeah.
and on V was with Devansh. I will go fix that now. Okay, I think the people who are in other breakout rooms should be in their rooms now. Joy, you have a question?
So I rejoined and I checked all my files again, but when I checked the Java IntelliJ, what happened was I couldn't find the actual program inside. So can you help me one more time, please?
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Yes. Can you see it?
Yeah. So go to your search bar, like that magnifying glass at the bottom, and type in IntelliJ. And you should, don't do the educational one, do the 2021.2. Yeah, perfect, that one. Okay, San Giovanni, I can move you. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, it's bringing you to that again. Joy, can you just email me after class and I'll get back to you because I need to finish some, because for the kids that are working, I'll need to finish that. I can help you, like, I can email you after class, like maybe you can set up a time I'll spend a few minutes, but right now I need to help some other kids.
So should
You
I?
can just you can close it for now, and you can just look at my screen share and understand what I'm doing. The
Okay.
information is on the slides also. So Anjani, I'm gonna move you. Give me 1 second. So everyone should be in their breakout rooms now. Joy, you can try using the one you already have and try seeing if Java works on there. You can like ask you can ask your like dad or mom if they know how to do it to help you set it up. If still no success, then you can email me. We can set up a time. But for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and share because we don't have that much time. Okay. So we have our program over here. We have our base package, calm.learn. Every single program has a base package. This is essentially, I told you what a package was. It stores different classes. So we're just gonna, so double slashing, meaning if you do slash twice, okay? Actually before that, sorry. I was explaining something else. So calm.learn is our package here. Main is our class, right? But we don't want it to keep this main. We're gonna rename our file and we're gonna call it hello and then underscore world. Or you can just keep the hello and world together. And you're gonna click refactor. Okay, then there are gonna be a lot of red lines under here. Don't worry about that. What you're gonna do is just change this main, public class main, to public class hello. And then they should be gone. So that's perfect. That should be working. Sahil, you have a question?
I have calm.company instead of calm.learn.
That's okay, as long as like, this will stay calm.company always, okay? So, but you can change your base package. Do you want to change it to what I have?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, are you like over here with the source folder and then
Yes.
you're just gonna right click calm.learn and you're gonna hover over refactor and then just click rename. And you have calm.company here, you can just do calm.learn.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi. Sorry, I just joined from like if you saw my name like earlier it was Sanjivani. That was just I joined from my mom's phone because my laptop was still starting. So could you just move me to the breakout room again?
Was it Sid?
Yeah, it was Sid. Sorry.
I will move you. Give me 1 second. I have my other laptop over there. Give me 1 second.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, so we should be fine now. So as I was saying, we changed our package here. We changed our class name.
What does changing the package do?
So changing the package, We're just going to keep it com.learn, but it's just the name of the package. You can keep it anything you want, but just for convenience, we're going to keep it com.learn so like we can help you out more easily.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So what we're going to do, this is on the slides, by the way. If I'm going a bit too fast, you can look over there. But basically, our package is like every program has a base package, and we'll just type com.learn. Remember, you have to double slash to make comments. So com.learn. And it contains multiple classes. So that's what our base package does. Next, we have our public class hello world. We'll do a double slash here, and we'll say, let's see, okay. So hello world is the name of our class over here, right? Hello world is the name.
What does public class mean?
Okay. So public class, what it does, it makes anything in the class visible to other classes. Right now, we don't have any other classes, but let's say I wanted to add one under this package com.learn. You would do new Java class and add it. We'll actually be doing this in the next class. I'll show you how to do that. But that's how you're going to add another class, but you can just keep it public right now.
Okay, thank you.
So hello world is the name of the file or the name of the class. And it's important to note that the file name on the computer should be the same as the class name. So that's our public class hello world. And now this is where it's a bit confusing. Public static void main strings args. You can delete this back double slash over here, write your code here. That's just where you're going to write your future code. But for now, we're just going to do double slashes and explain each one. So let's start off with public. So public makes the main method visible to other classes. So that's similar to public class, but in here, main is the method. As I explained before, method is what is run when called by the user. So if it's visible to other methods, it can like alter the code, but right now, like you don't need to know in depth with that. We're just going to keep it public. So we'll just simply write public is a keyword in Java. So a keyword basically turns orange. Public is a keyword in Java. And what it does is it makes this method visible to other classes. So that's what public does. You're going to press enter again, and we're going to add, we can add more notes. So here, do double slash, okay. Now we have static. So static is probably the most confusing one to explain, but I'll try to explain it as best as possible. So a static method, static, right? It adds on to this main method. Method is what is run when called. So what it does, it belongs to the class, the public class, rather than the object of the class. So remember how I said it's packages, inside packages are classes, inside classes are objects, right? So instead of this static belonging to the object of a class, it just belongs to a class, okay? So this main method belongs to the class. There's no like object in between, okay? So we'll just say a static method belongs to the class rather than the object of the class. Okay. Let me see if there's anything here. Oh yeah. Also write that static is a keyword. Anything in orange here is a keyword. So basically all of this are keywords. We're gonna do another enter, double slash, right? Next we have void. So void is a return type. There are many different return types in Java. A return type is basically what gets returned when you run your program to the user. But because there's nothing in here, there's nothing inside the main method, the return type, there's nothing there, so void. Void means nothing is being returned. So we'll say void. Void is a keyword and a return type in Java. For those who can stay over a few minutes, that would be really great. Those who need to leave, because they have something else, they can. But whoever can stay, that would be really helpful. We're only going to stay over by about like 10 minutes. So void is a keyword, right? Because it's orange, and it's a return type in Java. So a return type is basically what is returned to the user when you run your program. It's a return type in Java, and because nothing is being returned, it's just void. That's what void is. Next, we have
You're basically writing comments under the statement, right?
yeah, comments. A double slash means
The comment.
comments, yeah. So now we have main. Main is simply just the first method executed when you run your program. This is main. When you run your program, that's the first thing executed. So we'll say main is the first method executed when you run your program. That's basically like when you run it, this is anything under this is going to be run. And then lastly, we have strings args. So this is also a bit confusing, but essentially strings args, right, is the parameter to the main method. So what do I mean by this? The main method. So basically when I say it's the parameter to the main method, it means different like lines of code, different numbers, strings, they're passed through the strings and args to the main method, which allow the program to essentially work and be able to run. So that's what strings args is. So now we're just going to write one line of code just to see if the program works, and then you guys will be free to go. So we're going to write system, make sure the S is capital. A lot of these options appear, but you can type tab like system.out.println, right? And inside we're going to have quotation marks, and we're just going to type hello. Hello. Okay. So now we're just going to explain what each of these are. So system is like a class. Remember how we created a class hello world? System is a class that we imported in Java. So a lot of classes that you import are really useful because you'll need to keep redefining them and making them yourself. So we'll just say system, right, represents the system class in Java. And essentially this calls upon okay. Next we have out. So you know how I said system is like the class. Remember that inside classes are objects. So out is like the object to the system class. So we'll say out. In more technical terms, I'm just looking over here, is the static member of the system class print stream. So what is print stream? Even though it's not like written anywhere, print stream is like a background thing that allows anything to be printed inside here. So when you run your program, print stream is what allows anything to be like working and printed, right? And we'll say, so this is like the object of the system class. Okay. Next we have println. This is our last one. Println, right? So this is like the method. Okay. Method is what's actually run when you run your program. So println is the method out object, and it's what allows your program to run correctly. Okay. So now we've defined everything. And just so you know, a string, right? A string is any text that you type inside here. So hello world, this is a string, okay? That's any text that you type in quotation marks. And just a quick shortcut you should know with system.out.print, since it's really hard to, or it's kind of like a tedious to keep writing that, you can just write SOUT, SOUT, and then press tab and everything will be there. So you don't need to keep typing. Okay, so now if I run my program, it looks like it's actually giving me an error right now, and I'll address that. A lot of you might get this error too. So it's giving me an error, could not load or find main class com.learn.main. So this is why. So you know how we renamed our file from main to hello world. So we have to go up here in the top right in the drop-down menu and select edit configurations. We're gonna not keep our name to main. We're gonna make it hello world, right? And after this, it says com.learn.main. We don't want this .main. We just want com.learn, and that's it. Okay. Next we click OK. It looks like it's still giving me an error. Okay. It says could not find this. Right. So sometimes this is what Java does when you're running it from here. It basically stores the background info, okay? So what you're going to do, you're just going to right click this and run it from here. So as you can see, it's working now. And now if you click it from here, it works the same way. But whenever you first created like a new class, like file up here, you want to right click it and run it directly from there. I just want to know if everyone's program is working and where you are, because we are over time. But if anyone does want to tell me where you are, you can. If anyone has any issues, you can state them and I will address them. But for the people that are working, it is working fine. You are pretty much free to leave. So that's all we're going to be doing for today. The information is on the slides. Recordings of individual mentors will be posted, so you can view mine, right? Because I taught you. We have our slides PDF. You can email us, and that's pretty much it. Joy, you can ask your parents to help you with that, or you can try and use the existing IntelliJ. If nothing works, like after class, you can just email me and I'll try and help you with that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I have to try with the existing one, the education one, because is it that one? Because that you said that only runs on Python, right? So
I saw that it's running on Python. If you can change what it runs on, somehow I don't know how to do it. Maybe you can like ask your dad.
yeah.
Because it looks like you have like already code on there, so maybe somebody in your house knows how to.
Yeah, they know how to code Java and Python, so I'll ask them, and yeah, if it doesn't work, then I'll ask you for help if that's fine.
Okay, great. Let's see the
Is
chat.
there a video in the slides?
I'm gonna post my video on Classroom.
Okay, then I can do it probably. Should
And
I uninstall the existing one, which is the 21.21?
You don't need to uninstall that. if it works on that. Basically what you can do, you can create a new project on IntelliJ, right? And then instead of for anyone that's done, they can like leave now, but we'll continue next class. Next class is Friday, 6 to 7, the same thing. But Joy, if you want to share your screen, you can do that right now. I'll try and help you for 5 minutes and then
Okay, sure.
I'll have to.
Thank you. I joined your December class, I think so.
Yeah, you.
Right? Yeah, and we were coding with Python. And the last class, was it about making a calculator? Because I didn't remember.
Yeah, it was.
Right? So yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
So should I open Chrome again?
No, do you have like IntelliJ there?
Yeah, I have the
Okay,
education.
you can just open that.
Should I open a new class?
Make a new project because right now that's in Python. So go to File, up in the top left, New Project. Instead of a see, Java is not appearing there. So
What about this?
yeah, perfect. Yeah, you can do it from there. That's perfect.
And then there are additional.
You don't need to select anything.
Okay, I can just click next.
Yeah, it should work. Create project from template. Click next. And you can name it like hello. Well, don't name it Hello World because we're going to use the same project. Name it a Java course.
Oh, for the whole entire course.
Yeah, we're going to use the same project.
Where would you like to? Okay, this window.
Okay, yeah, it's working. So Java is working on here. You can follow.
I didn't take a screenshot of your code actually. So
It's on the slides.
okay, so I'll do that for homework. I'll finish writing everything. And wait,
Yeah.
how do I change this again? I think I go to.
Okay. So go in the Java course. Don't go into external libraries. Extend the Java course, that folder. Right. Extend the source code, the blue one. And then right click com.company. First, you're gonna refactor. It's on top, right there, yeah. And then click rename, do com.learn. Okay, perfect. You can click refactor now. Next, for your main, you're gonna right click main up there. So
Right click.
right click. So you see that next, similar to where you did with your package, you see the main class.
Class.
Yeah, up there. It looks like a Chrome tab kind of, but it's in.
This one?
Yeah, right click it and do rename file.
Oh, okay.
And name it hello world.java.
Underscore. Oh, dot.
No, hello world.java. So just add world.
Add world?
Hello world. Hello and then world. No space. Okay, thank you, Rahi. And goodbye.
So is this fine?
Okay, you actually Java is gone. You created a new file. To rename it. Rename file. It's not inside the. Oh, you're doing okay. Go to Hello World over there under rename that. Right click rename. And you have to do Hello World and then .java. You can leave that.
Oh, sorry. And then underscore world or world
It
underscore?
doesn't matter. Just do world. It's like without the underscore. And then .java. Yeah, now Java is running. All you have to do is change your public class main to public class hello world, as you can see over there.
Should I rename?
No, you don't have to do that. You can just type it. Like you see where it says public class main?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it changed that main. You see that main in white? Don't remove the public class. So you see the word main, not in there up, yeah, that only this one, backspace that, and do public class and then hello world. It has to be the same as your file name.
Oh, okay. So that it recognizes which file it is.
Yeah, and perfect. Now it's working. And basically you can just follow what's on my slides. One important thing is, let me just fix your
Do I
configuration.
need the dot?
No, you don't need one. So you see in the top right where there's a main
Yeah.
and then there's a drop down, right? Click that. You can do edit configuration. For the name, make it hello world. Up on top, the first box.
A world and then dot again.
No dot. And then you see where it says calm.learn.main, remove the dot main.
Oh wait,
Because
where?
like
Oh,
whatever.
and then should I replace it with hello world?
No, just remove the dot too. Just keep it calm.learn. Perfect. Now click OK. And now when you run your program, like right click that hello world on the top, like your kind of like the tab thing.
Oh.
Yeah, right click that and do run.
Here?
Okay, it's done. It's just gonna run, but class hello world is public should be declared file name hello world.
Oh, so it should be the full name dot Java?
Did you hello world is oh dot Java, you put it as capital. The J has to be lowercase. You see
Okay, that's what I thought, but I didn't really. Okay.
just do rename file over there or down. Yeah. Make sure the J is low.
J.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. Now try and run it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nothing happened. That means you're perfect. All your setup is good to go. So you're gonna use this project. You can finish. Okay, that's good.
Yes.
You can finish like my.
Can
It's gonna.
I close it normally? Can I just
Yeah.
leave it, or it'll
You can-
save, right?
Yeah, it'll save automatically.
Okay.
Okay. You can exit. Now the next time you open it, it'll already be there.
And
So
I
you
have
can-
to. Do I have to finish writing those lines or those comments?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
When you want.
Same thing for Anvi. Since you didn't finish your notes, you said you can the slides and everything is linked in the classroom. So just check that out and copy everything down and try to understand it. And if you have questions, like any of you have questions, you can just email one of us three.
Thank you. Can we leave now? Can I leave now?
Okay. Yeah, you're free to leave, but just know that the recordings will be posted on our social media. If you want, like, you can leave any comments, right? Just give us any feedback, like how we can improve or anything.
Really good. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Where do I leave the feedback?
You can ask your parents. They can they'll probably know where to do it. You can email me or yeah.
Sure. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Can you post the recordings in the classroom as well?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Thanks everyone for joining.